So, I have a question. Could your marriage use help? In a word, yes. I'm Leslie Dories, your marriage coach, creator of the Hero Husband Project, and owner of Foundations Coaching. And the reason why I say yes is because everyone's marriage could use some help, at least at some point in time. And the reason for this is because most people, you probably included, were completely unprepared for being successfully married. And the reason for this is because every relationship you were in before this one failed for some reason. It ended. And now you're trying to make a very complicated relationship work using the same tools and skills that led to the ending of the previous relationships. And the truth of the matter is, you're not alone. We don't have to go to relationship school. Personally, I think everybody in high school should have to take a relationship 101 class. But we don't. And so we come in, you come in, I come in, we all come in with incomplete knowledge and, in some cases, ineffective skills. You add on to this bad information that people are given, like all couples fight. It's not whether you fight, it's how you fight. Silly me, I can't think of a positive spin to put on the word fight. Now, you and your partner are going to disagree. That's a given. And according to John Gottman, marriage guru, 2/3 of those disagreements can and do go unresolved. The challenge is figuring out which are the 1/3 that needs to be resolved, and then how do you effectively resolve them. So if you and your partner have been going round and round about the same things over and over and over again, you don't have that information. And marriage is a very complicated relationship. In fact, it's the most complicated relationship that exists because the two of you are co-creators of your relationship. Your relationship, your marriage has to make room for both of you, which means knowing how to make adjustments. Please note, I'm not talking about making compromises or sacrifices, two words that I never use in the same sentence as good marriage. If you are compromising and sacrificing, you are putting your marriage at risk, even though you're told that's what it takes. What it takes is being willing and able to adjust to this other person, to this other entity that thinks and experiences and has, is just different from you. Always has been, always will be. The question becomes, how do you negotiate through this? Not fight about it, not, and these are the skills that we don't have. A marriage is a personal relationship. For most of us, it's a romantic sexual relationship. It is a business. You are running a financial entity. It's hopefully a friendship. Hopefully you and your partner are actually friends and enjoy each other. It's quite frequently a co-parenting familial relationship. It is very complicated. And falling in love is easy. That's what gets most of us into trouble. It's what gets, we fall in love. We decide that this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. We get married, and then we don't know what to do from there. Because while love is a necessary, at least I think it's a necessary requirement for marriage, it's not always, it is insufficient. If you don't have the skills and tools to create a strong marriage, to be able to get through those rocky periods, because even the best marriages have rocky periods. If you are the parent of a newborn, that is a rocky period for your marriage. In fact, it's rocky for several years, and a lot of damage can be done in those years where you're concentrating on getting your children to a point where they are somewhat self-sufficient which they're not for the first 3 to 5 years of their lives, they take a lot of time. Just heard a new statistic that 48% of parents are overwhelmed and stressed. And you know what's taken a hit? Their marriages. Because I can guarantee they are not creating that supportive structure that will help. So people ask me, when should a couple get help for their relationship? And my opinion is as soon as they are a serious couple. Because there are so many moving parts that sometimes you don't even know what they are. And one moving part may be important to you and another moving part may be important to your partner. And if you can't make adjustments for that, it's going to make things a lot harder. So I don't want to discourage you. What I want to do is encourage you to reach out. There's no shame in asking for help. You probably have a mentor or somebody you work with or talk with about your career. If you have children, you probably have a support system where you find out, how do we potty train them? How do we get them to do this? There's all these kinds of things. But marriage is this black box that people go into and they have no idea how all this stuff works. But here's the thing. There are people who do know those things and are willing and able to help you. But reaching out and asking for help can be difficult. And so I'm trying to normalize this. Everybody could use help. So if you're interested in getting help for your relationship, I invite you to get in touch with me. You can reach me by email, Lesli at Foundations Coaching. That's Lesli, no E. Thanks, Mom. FoundationsCoachingNC.com. You can instant message me down below. You can put something in the comment. But the thing is that time rarely will improve things. In fact, time actually just adds to the distance between you and your partner. So hopefully you found that helpful. And if you're interested, please contact me. And until next week, stay loving.